What is sample rate? My last video, I spoke about bit rate. These two go hand in hand, and they're very important in your sound representation or reproduction. Sample rate is number of samples per second. So for example, if I have 44.1 thousand hertz, it means I have 44.1 thousand samples taken per second. When you have bit rate, we can represent them in a graph like this. The bit rate lies on the x-axis and the sample rate sits on the y-axis. So that's amplitude and time. Human hearing is between 20 hertz and 20 kilohertz. So when you have 44.1 kilohertz, according to Nyquist theorem, it says that you need to half it. 44.1 thousand divided by 2, you get 22.5. Now human hearing capacity is 20 kilohertz. So that means that you have 2,500 extra kilohertz. When you have high sample rate, it means that if your sound has higher frequency spectrum, like maybe 24 kilohertz, then you need to use 48 kilohertz sample rate. When you have 48 kilohertz, you're going to get 24. It means your sound is covered. If you have 44.1 kilohertz, it means that you have 22.5 kilohertz of sample rate, and your sound is 26 kilohertz. The extra frequency spectrum, the system is going to interpret it as a lower frequency, so it's going to fold back, and that is called liasing. So you're going to get aliasing, and you're going to get very weird artifacts which are like distortion. That's why it's important to use higher frequency rate to cover those higher frequency spectrum. But now when you're recording, it's important to use a higher frequency like 48 kilohertz. But when you're bouncing out, you bounce at a lower frequency rate like 44.1 because the streaming platform require 44.1. It's not important to use very high frequency rate, not unless your instruments have higher frequency spectrum than 20 kilohertz. I hope I've answered your question. Kindly share, and thank you for watching.